when it comes to the African Cup of Nations, the drama never ends. Like, everyone is talking about the African Cup of Nations drama when it comes to the refereeing, and everyone is thinking that Morocco is getting a favor when it comes to the refereeing because they are the host. And I mean, I've been complaining the way they've been playing in the same stadium, and I'm like, I think that's not fair to the other teams that Morocco has been playing to the same stadium all their games. I think they'll be playing all their games until the final. But now, I don't think they're going to the final. So, I had my prediction for the last 4, which teams are going to the semi-finals. But then, I only got 2 right, and I didn't get the other 2 right. So, the first disappointment was Cote d'Ivoire, the defending champions. I mean, I've seen people lose the game before, and coming to the African Cup of Nations, you can't predict some of the things because sometimes form never been a thing that's used here on the African Cup of Nations. So, based on what Egypt has been showing me in the beginning of the tournament, I didn't have hope that Egypt was going to actually go all the way and win and go all the way to the semi-final because they never actually played the way I hoped they were supposed to based on the talent they have. So I was looking at the fixtures, the way that Cote d'Ivoire have been playing with their short passing in the third part of the pitch, trying to find those passes and create more chances. I was just looking at that game and I'm like, you know what? I think these are the guys that's going to defend their title all the way. But now, when they played against Egypt, they lost 3-2. They couldn't know actually. They didn't know what was happening to them because everything that they were trying was just working against them. So that was one of my picks. Cote d'Ivoire didn't make through, so Egypt's now in the semi-final. And then I hope that Nigeria will win against Algeria, which they did. And I also predicted that Senegal will go through. Senegal did. And I predicted that Cameroon will beat the Morocco. The reason why I said Cameroon have a chance of beating Morocco is because the way they played against South Africa, even though South Africa was pressing them, doing all these things right, but they able to find a way. And able, I think, I gave a coach credit when it comes to that match because he was able to do an in-game management, looking at what doesn't work, and he didn't even wait for halftime. He was like, you know what, I'm going to change this thing now because if we don't change this thing now, we will get to the halftime, the score will be 2-0 down, 3-0 down because these guys are pressing us. So, based on that, I thought maybe they have something that they can put on Morocco, and Morocco didn't show me anything nice when it comes to playing football against Tanzania. So I was like, okay, these guys actually struggle against Tanzania. So I don't think they will pull up the socks and do all these things. But you know what? Morocco, they can just do anything. And I think Brahim is one of the guys to look for. Even Nigeria, I'm sure when they plan this game, they need to plan the game around making sure that they shut down Brahim because he's been a problem since the tournament started. He's been playing well for Morocco. So Morocco has been one of those now favoring teams. But I think the semi-final will be a tough one. Tough semi-final, tough everything. And I'll give you my prediction of who I think will go to the final. But now, I want to do this first. So now we have 2 Western African countries and 2 North African countries. And I think when you look at the AFCON, most of the teams that usually are successful in the tournament are teams that have more players that are based in Europe, and most of them is usually players that actually they were developed in Europe, but they didn't get a chance to play in Europe, so they came back to play in Africa. So one of those players are actually a key role to those squads. That's why those squads are usually do well when it comes to the AFCON. So I think this isn't a thing that I actually going to complain about because everyone is getting a fair chance of playing these games. But I think my predictions were bad when it's coming to the last 8, so I'm looking forward to actually do the right prediction for the final, who's going to the final and who's going to win it. But if you have anything, or maybe you're one of those people that didn't get anything right, or you got all your 4 rights, just let me know in your comment. What do you think? Who do you think is going to go all the way to the final? Comment below, subscribe so that we can get to the 5,000K subscribers, and then make sure that you share the content with your friends, with your family. Tell them Pop Kiss is around there with Impact's Play giving us all the analysis when it comes to the football. It's African football and European football. He's got us and is giving us all the nice news. Man, I'll see you on the next one.